Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the K method. Now, the K method is a useful tool for you to use whenever you want. It acts like a substitute teacher. You know what happens? Your teacher goes away and a substitute teacher comes in and she really tries her best, but a lot of the time she can only teach the basic lesson, and the next day your teacher has to come back, especially in maths, and deal with the more complicated stuff. Now, that's what the K method does. Have a look at this equation. This is quite a complicated looking equation. What you can do is those two repeated sections, x squared minus 3x, you can actually let that be called k. Call it something else. Substitute something in its place. And then you can just solve the equation with a k. This is a fraction equation, and it results in a quadratic equation. If you struggle with those two sections, go and have a look at my video on fraction equations and my other video on quadratic equations. And then once you've got k, you would substitute the x squared minus 3x back into the position for k and solve from there. And it's just simplified the equation. The k was there just in the place for a little bit, did most of the equation, but then like the substitute teacher, the real teacher has to come back and just do the last few things. And so x squared minus 3x came back at the end. But you may wonder, how do I know when to use K method? Well, you can kind of use it whenever you'd like, but look at these three examples closely and see what you notice. Did you notice the repeated bits, like in the first one, the 2p minus 1, and the 3m minus 2, and then the x squared minus 2x, which was factorized? Well, when you have repeated bits like that, that's when you're going to want to put the k in their place. Also, if you ever get x to the power of 4 when you're trying to solve, that also tells you that you probably should have put a k in, and stop and go back to the beginning of the question and put in a k. So the wonderful thing about the K method is that you get to choose when you want to use it, and use it whenever you need. You'll see it even in other sections that you need to plug in a k to make it simpler. So thanks everybody. Pause the video, slow it down if you need to, and go and have a look at my other videos also if you're struggling. And yeah, and please share the video. I'll appreciate it.